is Jose from stampinto.com, and today I'm going to show you this beautiful card, and we're going to have some fun with our sponges to create this background. So the first thing I did is I started with an Island Indigo cardstock and a Sahara Sand as my top. So this is my card. And I'm going to take my Early Espresso ink pad and stamp the stamp set across as a background. Now I'm using my Happy Day stamp set that has these beautiful images and these words. I really like this set. So I'm just going to create a background. Now this just can be random, so you don't have to think too hard about it. Make sure you go off your paper a little bit. It looks more like designer paper that way. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take some of my crumb cake seam binding, and I'm just going to cut a piece a little longer than my cardstock. I'm going to take some snail adhesive, just put it on the tails of my ribbon, and just lie that on the cardstock and tuck it behind. Next, I'm going to take my Whisper White cardstock with my greeting and use Early Espresso and just stamp it at the bottom. So, Happy Day! And then I'm going to take my image with my Versamark and stamp randomly all across and then heat emboss that in my gold embossing powder. So you want to have the images fairly close together. I'm also going to stamp two of the medallions on my Island Indigo cardstock, and then I'm going to take my gold embossing powder and cover both of them and use my heat tool to heat set that. Now that my heat embossing is done, we are going to do some fun stuff. So you can see I have three little sponge wedges, and these are our Stampin' sponges. They start out like this, and then you can cut them into triangles. I usually do about 8 per sponge, so it gives you a lot of little sponges that you can work with. And then I've actually started labeling mine because I keep using them in the wrong colors. So this way I know this is my Marina Mist sponge. So I'm going to start with my Marina Mist. You want to get some ink on there. I try and tap off at least once on my scrap first, just so that I don't have harsh lines. And you want to kind of start to cover your backgrounds. Now you don't want to cover it perfectly because you're going to do 2 other colors as well. But this is where the magic begins. All right, we're going to start with Island Indigo, and we're going to go a little bit darker in some spots. And I like to do circles because it kind of softens the color. So start doing random little circles. It's already starting to pop. Isn't that pretty? Next, I'm going to use my Early Espresso. So again, tap off and then start doing little brown circles. And it really looks pretty. So you want to take a little bit of time just to make sure that it's nice and smooth, because it does make a big difference. But it creates such pretty, fun backgrounds. I'm noticing my table's moving as I'm doing this, sorry. What's fun about this technique is there is so many different stamps that you can do and create these backgrounds with, and then just different color combinations with your sponging. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to take my corner rounder and just round 2 of those corners. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. All right, this way. And then I've got my layer of Island Indigo, and I'm going to corner round 2 of those as well. So I'm going to adhere those 2 pieces together, and then we're going to take back the Island Indigo medallions that we made. And this is another tip. When you look at your stamps, see the patterns in them and see how they might work with your punches. So I'm going to use my Elegant Butterfly punch and just see that little circle in the middle? I'm using that as the center top of my butterfly. And then you just punch it out, and it makes these beautiful gold embossed butterflies. And I love how the Island Indigo just pops the color that way. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, we're going to take back our card, and we're going to start putting it all together. So put this layer on top. And then we're going to put it on our card. I like to put a little bit of adhesive on my ribbon because I find it keeps it into place and it won't pop off that way. we're going to use some dimensionals on the back of our butterfly. So just one big dimensional kind of in the middle works for this. And you want to give him a little bit of a kind of rounded wings so he looks more like he's flying. We're going to do that for the next guy. Oh, I just love these butterflies. They're so pretty. Okay, now for the ending part, we're going to pull in some of our pearls, and then we're going to add 2 of them in the middle of our butterflies. So there's one at the top and just one right below. And I find it just adds that extra little touch of elegance. Isn't that pretty? Pop it right there. And there you go. That's just a fun way to use our sponges and add different backgrounds. So I hope you try this technique and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more videos. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.